Hello and welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. I haven't had a fun video in over 2 weeks. Last video was authority and trust or whatever and education and whatnot, because I used to be an educator and I saw things changing back then and got out of education. And if I'd stayed with it, I probably could have been a pretty good teacher in the long run. But the point is am I done with maybe trying to explain the Bible, reading the Psalms? No, not completely, no. It does take some work typing all that out in a phone and not being able to, do video on my laptop or computer or anything, which would make it a whole lot quicker. Am I done with the TCG? No. I've been very busy. We had Thanksgiving recently. My kid came, one of my kids came into town. My other kid's been doing lots of kind of theater, play stuff. And I don't want this too short, so that's why I don't want to make this as short. I don't want this to go to the whole world and have thousands of people see this. So yeah, I'm over the minute mark. Is that I don't know how to say this without getting too emotional, and I don't want to be too emotional with y'all. But this hits close to home when you never thought it could happen to one of your own. It's happened to one of my own. One of my kids has been diagnosed with leukemia, a type of leukemia. All this has been rather quick. We know the kind of leukemia, but not the type exactly. Chemo will be needed. They are bringing down my kid's white blood cell count. Pretty good, I might add. It's the lowest today. But they can't just do it with medicine, oral medicine, unfortunately. And got to make sure that the hemoglobin is producing just as balanced, and keeping everything going right, and keeping my kid up and moving and whatnot, so she doesn't become bedridden or anything. Our Christmas will not be at home. So this is going to be a complicated winter, Christmas holiday. It's going to be interesting, but I wanted to let y'all know because, yeah, I am Christian. Yeah, I like Transformers. Yeah, I like drawing. Yeah, I like games. A long time ago, I tried doing some videos on a few games, and I haven't had the time to do much. And I don't have the ability to record a game off screen, per se. I'm not that, one, savvy, and two, I don't have the right equipment, I believe, to be able to do that. I'd love to. I'd love to do stuff like that. But I know my subscribers and viewers, a very diverse group here. I'm glad to bring this all together in this kind of way, with fun or with the word, whatever's your fancy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for clicking the like button or throwing scramblets at that like button. Transform and roll out. Whatever the case may be. I started 2013 on this channel. Again, I'm not done. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not monetized. I'm tiny, and I like it that way. And I love every one of y'all. And so if I do have some prayer warriors here, and I know I got a few, Before I even got into the Transformer the card game and was inspired to redraw characters I created myself in 1987. When after Wave 2 came out, and I was like, wow, what a cool way to do combiners. It's all still here. And unfortunately, I can't find that notebook anymore. So what's on my channel here is it. When it comes to Satellicons, the Demicons, and Spetabots. It's here. The undiscovered chapter characters that transform into more modern cars, grist mill, water tanks, lighthouses. That's me. You found the right place. I do have some more. I'm almost finished with the ranking cards, guys. For the whole 2, 3, all that like following that, I appreciate it. And if I make a card that seems warranted to print and cut out, go for it. Enjoy it. See what you think. Test it. I haven't been able to piddle around with I piddled around with the game a little bit not too long ago. In making secret upgrades, hybrid secret actions, things that haven't been tried yet, in a new yellow pip. So, kind of keeping it fun, trying to keep it simple. Just a little salt and pepper to the game, nothing too strong. So if Wizards of the Coast was even, still making the game, I would probably be the filler, making the filler cards. And everybody would be trying to chase cards made by the Arc. I don't know. I hope all those guys are I hope y'all are doing well. Energon Hustlers, Blues on Attack, all y'all, oh gosh, hate to say it this way, the black guy who had the cool music in the background that was going, and he had tattoos on his arm, and he'd be playing with other people and going through cards and stuff. I forgot his name. It's been so long. Y'all are loved. Don't just have a great day. Have a blessed day. And again, if y'all are prayer warriors, include my kids in your list. There's only one Grillenheimer, and that's me. So, which was a joke by my grandfather, my long-deceased grandfather. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. I just want to let you know, Christmas holidays are coming too. But if I do have to make, and I'm about to go to the hospital right now. I just logged off work, and they're waiting on me probably. I don't know what's all going on. I'll find out when I get there. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. That, if I'm sitting around and keeping up with my kid and whatever they need, I can take my laptop and work on stuff. Take a book finally, maybe actually read something for a change. Finish the books that I got a short story that's in another little book that I started writing and came very close to what some of my last chapters before the TCG came out in 2018. And I'm like, what? Okay, where'd this come from? I haven't seen this marketed, Hasbro. So, water under the bridge. Still a great game. Don't give up on it. It's still there. The cards are there. It's fun to play. I feel like we still haven't reached the full potential of that game. Whether it's any of my stuff, rolling actions, plot actions, mission cards, new stratagems, etc., etc. Thanks for being here. I'm glad I have a diverse channel and a diverse audience. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you next time. And as always, don't just have a great day. Have a blessed day. Amen.